Good evening, sir. I'm Adrija Sarkar, roll number 48, and here I'm going to present a PPT on online retailing growth. So, first of all, what is online retail? Online retail is a process that allows the customer to search, to select, and purchase the products. Sometimes it's service and information remotely over the internet. What's new in online retail? Mobile commerce exploding. Second one is social network experiment with social commerce. Third one is buying online a normal or a mainstream experience. Fourth, selection of goods includes the luxury goods. Number 5, informational shopping for big ticket items expands. Number 6, integration of multiple retailing channels. Number 7, or the last one, is big data, which is used for predictive marketing. The retail industry is divided into 7 segments, that is clothing, durable goods, etc. For each, the uses of internet may differ. For example, when you want to know some information about a product, you need different internet cost, and when you want to direct purchase it, you need another different purchase cost. Mail order or telephonic order, which is motor sector, is more similar to the online retail sector, which are sophisticated order entry, delivery, inventory, and control systems. Online retail composed of general merchandise, gasoline and fuel, consumer durables, food and beverage, specialty stores, and motor also. E-commerce retail became the vision of the consumers. It reduced search and transaction costs. Consumers are able to find the lowest price, lower market entry cost, lower operating cost, higher efficiency. Traditional physical store merchants forced out of business. Some industries would be disintermediated. Few of those assumptions were correct, that a structure of retail marketplace has not been revolutionized. Internet has created new venues for omnichannel firms and support a few pure play merchants. The online retail sector can be of different types, which are smallest segment of retail industry, which is 6%, growing at faster rate than the offline segments. Revenues have some resumed growth. Around 75% of internet users bought online from 2014, and so it goes on. Its primary beneficiaries are established online retail with online presence. Example is Staples, which does not exist anymore, and the first mover.com companies, that is Amazon or Flipkart, etc. The omnichannel integrations are integrating web operations with traditional physical store operations. It leverages value of physical store. The types of integrations are online order or in-store pickup. Social commerce growth, location-based marketing of local goods and services. And last one is rapidly growing mobile platform, that is tablets. The growth of online retail increases from 2015 to 2020 in India. Here we can see the graph also. The viability of online firms, which is called economic viability, is the ability of firms to survive as profitable business firms during specified period, that is 1 to 3 years. There are two business analysis approaches, that is strategic analysis and financial analysis. Strategic analysis focuses on the both industries as a whole and firm itself, and financial analysis is how the firm is performing. The key industry strategic factors are barriers to entry, power of suppliers, power of customers, existence of substitute products, industry value chain, and nature of intra-industry competition. Firm-specific factors are firm value chain, core competences, synergies, technology, social and legal challenges. Financial analysis factors are statement of operations and balance sheet. Statements of operations are revenues, cost of sales, gross margin, operating expenses, operating margin, net margin, and balance sheets are assets, current assets, liabilities, current liabilities, long-term debt, and working capital. The Earth's biggest selection is now Amazon.com, which is most customer-centric. The business model is retail, third-party merchant, and Amazon Web Services, merchant and developer services. Its financial analysis are continued explosive revenue growth, which is profitable. Is strategic analysis and business and strategy. Maximize sales volume, lower cost and prices, acquisitions, mobile shopping, new products and services, Amazon Fire Phone and TV. Strategic analysis or competitions are continued with online and offline, general merchandise, web services, etc. It's the largest and most sophisticated collection of online retailing technologies available. Strategic analysis, sales, tax, patent lawsuits, etc. It has some future prospects. In 2014, Amazon registered more than 30 billion in sales and compared to 31 billion in 2013. Increase its selection and in-stock availability, increase spending on new technology initiatives, that is Fire Phone, new warehouse, video library, original performing, and new products or services. E-talking business models are virtual merchant, omni-channel, catalog merchant, manufacturer direct. The example of virtual merchant is Amazon, omnichannels is Walmart or Macy's, catalog merchants is Lands and LL Bean, manufacturer directs are Apple, Dell, Sony, channel, conflict, move from supply, push, model or to demand pull. There are some common themes in online retailing, which are online retail, fastest growing channel in retail commerce. Its profits for startup ventures have been difficult to achieve. Second one is disintermediation has not occurred. Third one is established merchant need to create integrated shopping experience to succeed online. Fourth one is growth of online specialty merchants, which is Blue Nile. And for number 5 is extraordinary growth of social, local, mobile, e-commerce. And the last one is increasing use of big data analytics by the retailers. The service sectors are divided into offline and online. Service sectors are the largest and most rapidly expanding part of the economy of advanced industrial nations. It concerned with performing tasks in and around household, business firms and institutes. It includes doctors, lawyers, accountants, business consultants and so on. Employees of 4 out of 5 US workers, and it includes also 80% of GDP. Major services industry groups are finance, insurance, real estate, travel, professional services that is legal and accounting, business services that are consulting, advertising, marketing and so on, health services, and the last one is educational services. There are two categories, that is transaction brokers and hand-on service providers. Features of it is knowledge and information intense, personalization and customization. Knowledge and information intense makes them uniquely suited to e-commerce applications, and personalization and customization level differs depending on type of services. Now, e-commerce has transformed into banking and financial services also. Major institutions deploy online services. And online financial customers' behaviors also very good. Most online consumers use financial service site, that is for check balances and pay bills. Experienced users move on to the more complex financial numbers. The number of people using mobile devices for financial services is surging and increasing a lot. Now, online banking is also pioneered by NetBank and Wingspan, which is no longer in existence, and established brand name National Bank have taken a substantial lead in market share. Nowadays, adults also use online banking. Multi-channel versus pure online financial services and firms. Online consumer prefer multi-channel firms with a physical presence. Multi-channel firms helps to growing faster than pure online firms. Secondly, lower online consumers acquisition costs. Pure online firms cannot provide all the services that require face-to-face interactions. Financial portals, comparison shopping services, independent financial advices, and financial planning. Revenues are from advertising, referrals, and subscriptions. Examples are Yahoo Finance, Quicksense, MSN Money, etc. Account segregation pulls together all of a customer's financial data at a personalized website, and privacy concerns are also concerned, that is control of personal data, security and so on. Online mortgage and lending services are also continued. Early entrants hope to simplify and spread up mortgage valuation. There are three kinds of online mortgage vendor today, which is established online banks, brokerage and lending organization. Number 2 is traditional mortgage vendors. Number 3 is pure online mortgage firms. Online mortgage industries has not transformed the process of obtaining mortgage, and it consumed a complexity of process. Online insurance services are also a part of online retailing services. Online term life insurance are one of a few online insurance with lower search costs, increases price comparison, lower prices, and commodity. But most insurance not purchased online. Online industry geared more toward product information and search, price discovery, online quotes, influencing of the offline purchasing decision, etc. Online real estate services are also a part of online retailing service. They are disintermediation of a complex industry. However, major impact is influence of purchases on offline because it's impossible to create property transaction online, and main services are online property listings, loan calculators, research and reference material with mobile app increasing. Despite revelation in available information, there has not been a revelation in the industry value chain. And now, online travel services are the biggest online retailing services till now. One of the most successful B2C e-commerce segments because more travel is booked online than offline, and online travel services revenue in 2014, and from then it's going on. For consumers, it's more convenient than traditional travel agents. For suppliers, a singular focused consumer pool that can be efficiently reached through the on-site advertising. And travel is an ideal service product or the product for internet because it information intensive product, electronic product, travel arrangement can be accomplished for the most part online, and it does not require inventory, it does not require physical offices with multiple employees. Suppliers are always looking for customers to fill excess capacity, and it does not require an excessive multi-channel presence. There are 4 major sectors that are airline tickets, hotel reservations, car rentals, travel packages. Airline tickets are greatest source of revenue. And the other one is corporate online booking solution, which is COBS. Online carrier services has 2 main players. First one is Career Builder and second one is Monster. There are 5 traditional recruitment tools which are classified and print ads, career expos, on-campus recruitment, staffing firms, internal referral programs, etc. Online recruitment are more efficient, cost effective, reduces total time to hire, and it enables job hunter to more easily distribute resumes while conducting job searches. Ideally suited for web due to information intense nature of process. Nowadays, sharing economy companies are also a part of online retailing. Here, the platforms used for users to share or to lease assets and resources, which is buy cars, homes, rooms with beds, etc. or the fees collected from the sellers or buyers. Second one is use of online reputation system, that is peer review. Successful firms are disruptors, lowering cost of service, that is Uber, Airbnb, etc. There are so many advantages of online retailing. First one is easy to access to market. In many ways, the access to market for entrepreneurs has never been easier. Online marketplaces such as eBay or Amazon or Flipkart allows anyone to set up a simple online shop and sell product within minutes. Second one is reduced overheads. Selling online can remove the need for expensive retail premises and the customer-facing staff. allowing you to invest in better marketing and customer experience in your e-commerce site. Third one is potential for rapid growth. That is, selling on the internet means traditional constraints to real growth. For example, finding and paying for larger are not a major factor. With a good digital marketing strategy and a plan that scales up order fulfillment system, you can respond and boost growth sales. Number 4, widen your market or export. One major advantage over premises-based retailers is the ability to expand your market beyond local customers very quickly. You may discover a strong demand for your products in the countries which you can respond to by targeted marketing, offering your website in a different language, or perhaps partnering with an overseas company. Number 5, or the last one, is customer intelligence. The ability to use online marketing tools to target the new customers, and the website analysis tool is to gain insight into your customer needs. But in spite of those advantages, there is some disadvantage also. First one is website cost. Planning, designing, creating, hosting, securing, and maintaining a professional e-commerce website is not cheap, especially if you expect a large and growing scales of volume. Number 2 is infrastructure cost. Even if you are not paying the cost of customer-facing premises, you will need to think about the cost of physical space of order fulfillment. That is, warehousing goods, dealing with returns, and staffing for this task. Number 3 is security and fraud. The growth of online retail market has attracted the attention of sophisticated criminal elements. The reputation of your business could be fatally damaged if you don't invest in the latest security systems to protect your website or transaction process. Number 4 is legal issues. Getting to grips with e-commerce and law can be a challenge, and you will need to be aware of and plan to cope with the additional customers' rights which are attracted to online sales. At number 5, advertising cost. While online marketing can be a very efficient way of getting right customers to your product, it demands a generous budget too. This is especially true if you are competitioning a crowded sector or for a popular keywords. The last one is customer trust. It can be difficult to establish a trusted brand name, especially without a physical business with a track record and face-to-face interaction between customers and sales staff. You need to consider to cost or setting up a good customer service system as a part of your online offering. That's it for today. Thank you.